Ladies and gentlemen, as 2027 draws near, a game of numbers is at play, and all political players are now trying to play with the figures on paper on how to realize the actual voting patterns. So, there is one region which somehow people thought would play neutral and will be a swing vote. But as things turns out, one man is on the ground right now working for a certain candidate. And that is the person I want to talk about and his role in Western Kenya, Farouk Kibet. Farouk Kibet is President William Ruto's personal assistant. But since President William Ruto took power, he had emerged as one of the most powerful individuals around the president and within the government. Now, Farouk has been pitching tent in Western Kenya for the longest time now. Have a look on some of his rallies and some of his activities within the Western Kenya or the Mulembe Nation.
Wa mama, kwanza mimi mwenyewe nimeleta shilingi 1,000,000 kwa wamama. Enye mnauliranga de bashere na bana bashere ta wayanza bashere sigoje wapi patia wale mama. Hiyo ni 1 million kutoka kwa mama. Sasa mlalanga buyanzi ya bashere kunatenda abulai mlala makwa kenako. Sasa nikiita mtu hapa akisema akitoa sio ni mzuri. Sasa wacha niulize watu ya Malaba, mimi ni jende Malaba na mwetawe jende Malaba na kaulirari. Mimi nilisikia complaint moja na leo nataka niwaulize. Ati Natembeya anasema ati mimi nisitembee Malaba. Inawezekana? Natembeya no musiru na mweno mushiru ta. Atia ale kabisa. Sasa wewe unaweza kupinga maendeleo ya watu namna gani? Si mimi nitembee Malaba? Nitembee Malaba? Nebashere mnamuzungira atia kabisa.
So, This is how the president has won the Western Kenya. You know, many did not understand how William Ruto managed to outwit the likes of George Natembeya, who many people thought was the darling of the people of Western Kenya. For those who doesn't understand the politics of regions, may be mistaken to think that the crowd Natembeya has been assembling will turn into votes. That's not the truth. The truth is Western Kenya is somehow a very liberal part of this country. They vote independently and democratically in the direction in which the instinct of individual tells him or her. They never go with the waves. They never vote as a bloc. They vote independently. And that is why, as much as Raila Odinga used to enjoy much of their support, he did not manage to get almost or more than 70 or 68% of the Luhya vote. Most of the time, he used to go around 60, 58 there. The other 40% do either vote or to other candidates or they don't vote. But now William Ruto have calculated and came up with a strategy to win Western Kenya vote. And during the last by-election in Malava, one man worked extraordinary hard, and that was Farouk Kibet. Most of the groundwork was done by Farouk Kibet, and it was Farouk Kibet who battled it out with the likes of Natembeya and Seth Panyako in the United Opposition. Though Musalia Mudavadi's effort and National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula's effort would be factored in to contribute to this win, but they only gave the strategy and the right candidate to vie for the seat. But most of the groundwork was done by none other than Farouk Kibet. And in Farouk Kibet, we'll go into the history books. If President William Ruto wins Western Kenya in 2027, then Farouk's name must occupy a page when we will be talking about regional campaigns of President William Ruto. And in Western Kenya, Farouk will carry the day. You know, in Malava parliamentary seat, UDA started campaigning for this seat earlier, even before IEBC gazetted the election date. During the burial of Malulu Injendi, the government was in Malava. The government has been going to Malava time and again. And Farouk Kibet goes in to the extent of mingling and familiarizing with the ordinary Kenyans living in Malava. He speaks Luhya, he interacts with them, he became one of their own. So this gave them humble time to campaign because he understood the ground and the life of the people living in Malava. And then they came up with a candidate who is also a ground man, a person who lives in Malava, does his politics in Malava, has been an MCA for 2 terms. And if you don't want to know who understand the problems of the people, are the members of the county assemblies. So Farouk Kibet is still camping in Western Kenya to at least decampaign and to depopularize the opposition there and to popularize the government and President William Samoei Ruto. So that is the main role Farouk Kibet is playing, because to depend on Saliam Davadi and Moses Wetangula will not be easy because, constitutionally, Moses Wetangula is not allowed to participate actively in partisan politics, because when he campaigns for the government, he is going against the constitution, because he is the Speaker of the National Assembly. He is the head of legislature, which is an arm of the government. And all Kenyans are expected to get service from the legislature. And once he rely on one side, then it means he will not be doing justice to the other side of the parliament, which also represent the section of Kenyans. So for Wetangula to participate in politics is unconstitutional. Number two, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi serves also as the Cabinet Secretary for the Foreign Affairs. The office is a bit needs a lot of commitment. Therefore, this might take most of his time to deliver the services to the people and for the government. So he will not go to campaign for the president most of the time. So the president had to look for another alternative to get a good number of votes from Western Kenya. And going forward, a lot of strategies, I know, will be put into place to ensure that the votes of Western Kenya go to their basket. The same way, the opposition also are not sleeping. They are trying to put all their mind, the strategies, the resources together to make them garner as much votes as possible. The theory that Western Kenya will not vote for President William Ruto is something which we cannot bank on, because we've also seen before when Raila Odinga was alive, though he was the much preferred candidate in Western Kenya, but he never got more than 70% of the votes from Western Kenya. So it is something which is there, and each side of the political divide will try to get as much votes as possible. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Do not forget to click the notification bell once you subscribe to my YouTube channel, so that anytime I upload any video, YouTube will automatically let you know. And to my subscribers, I am so grateful for the support you've given MJR through and through since I started this channel. So thank you very much, and may God bless you.